Now there, who doesn't like a bit of stride? And who doesn't like a bit of blues? I'm going to show you how to do that. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you a simple chord progression, some easy shapes to learn in the left hand, and you're only going to use one blues scale, the scale in C. This is the beginning, of course you can go further. C is the root, the minor, the fourth, the flat fifth, the 5, the flat 7, and the octave. So first of all, get used to playing that scale, not from the root. So learn to play it and see it from every other note. So E flat. So I'm not thinking in the key of E flat, I'm still seeing the original scale from F. From G flat. From G. From B flat. And then C again. So get used to doing that so you can start your licks from anywhere. And a lick is a little musical phrase. That was a little lick. Another one might be... That's another one. Millions and millions of variations. Now the left hand, you can either start very simply, which I would recommend of course, playing your C7 chord in root position but bouncing from the little finger. Just get used to doing that kind of thing. That's it, just stay on that chord. Get used to playing the scale, moving it around. F7, you can play it in this inversion, second inversion, or root position. Might just about get away with playing it down there, it's not too muddy. So. So I go down to the F here. You're going to go up to G7. Do down here or up here. Same thing. You only do that for one beat. I'll show you the structure in a moment. So get used to playing around with that. Now, the more advanced chord for the left hand, if you can get the stride going, is E, B flat and D. This is a C9 chord. 9 is on top, 3 there, flat 7 there. Get used to that shape. So, thought I played E in the bass. Just get used to doing that. Don't keep doing that, it gets a bit boring. F chord is going to be very close to that. The D stays the same. Drop down to an E flat and an A. In the key of F, F13. E flat, A, D, that's the 7, the 3rd, and the 6th, but it's called the 13 in jazz. Just remember that shape. Only 2 fingers that move. And the C blues scale will work over that as well, due to what I call musical context. So, I'll just alternate from C to F. Do a million examples. And then on the G, I'm going to give you this shape, which is another 13 chord, F, B, and E. Again, playing over the C blues. So it sounds good. So sounds perfectly fine. So the structure of the 12-bar blues, variations, of course, and I'll give you a little version at the end that you can do, but you can find it online as well, 12-bar blues structure. One, you can write it down if you want, 1 bar in the key of C. 1 bar in the key of F. Back to C for 2. And again. And then to F for 2. Back to C for 2. Now G for 1. F for 1. C for 1 or 2, but you're on bar 11 now, so the bar 12 can either be G7 for 1, or that C at the end, you can just stay on it for bar 11 and 12. But that's not very interesting, so it's nice to go to the G for bar 12. Now the variation of that, if you'd like to write that down, is 1, for C, 1 for F, the same. Back to 2 for C, 2 for F, 1 for C, 1 for A, 1 for D, 1 for G. Now you do the same last chords but in half the time, so just 2 beats each. So you don't have to watch that again, just write them down, you'll know them forever. And if you listen to lots of blues, obviously it's easier. So that's it really, you're just going to just mix and match all of that together. I recommend also trying to play in octaves as well, because octaves is always a nice thing to do anyway. Now I'll go to the A1. Start again. Something to play around with. Good luck. See you in the next video. All the best. Bye for now.